Yo, what is up? We are riding in the Strv m4257 tier 6 Swedish medium tank. There is no other medium tank like it in tier 6. This is of course the auto-loading mechanism. The only other tier 6 with auto-loading mechanics is the AMX 12 ton, and this isn't a light tank, this is a medium tank. We are going to use our stealth, vision, mobility. The three pillars of success for this game, and the first thing we're going to do is scout out the enemy from the other side. Why are we doing that? Well, there's no light tanks in this game, so we gotta pretend to be the light tank. Although this is a tier 7 game, we are going to pick up the light tank role here, do the early scouting, not because we want to know where the team is, we know what they're gonna do, but we want to try and catch them out and see if we can get that early damage. Now, as you can see, we are tier 6, we are bottom tier in a tier 7 game, so we can't be too brave, we can't be we can't push our luck too far here, so we've got to be a little bit cautious about what we want to do. So in the early game, when you're playing this kind of tank, you gotta be a little bit more cautious and try to save your HP. Now, I got a funny story about this tank for you. I actually own this tank in my live account, and I played this tank like 2,000 over games in the tier 6 strongholds mode. I played the crap out of this tank with over 82% win rate in tier 6 strongholds. And I picked this up when the Swedish medium line, the Swedish heavy line first came out, the Crown Wagon, and with the 2,000 games that I put into this, I managed to grind out 3 sets of 4 and 5 skilled crews for my Swedish heavy tank. Oh, looks like we pushed forward here a little bit. We got spotted by that AC-48. That's not much I can do about it, so I just focus on killing out that Swedish tank destroyer, and now I'm using this hump here just to, as hard cover, try to hide from that tank destroyer and try to be safe. Now run away, make it back to this rock, and use this rock as a shield in between myself and that AC-48. That tank could easily kill me, so I need to be really careful here. And I shouldn't have shot this guy, because when I shot this guy I gave out my location, but I guess that's okay. Not much I can do about that anyway. So if you made it this far and you learned something, please consider subscribing, especially if you're new here. It helps out my channel a lot. And if you enjoyed the content and if you've learned something from this video, I do appreciate your like. Like I said, it helps out my channel a lot, and let me thank you in advance for it. Now I'm going to make a getaway because there's just too much danger up ahead. I want to get away and see if I can make it back safely to this rock, and I do. The other guy that followed me right to the front out there, the Sherman, he's in a bad shape and he's lost all his HP and he's going to lose his life. This is still a close game, 6-4. We do have the slight advantage here, but if you look at our teammates in the city, they are all almost one-shotters. They have no HP at all, which means it is imperative that I try to save my HP for the end game and see if I can see this game through. Now, there is no tank like this tank in tier 6, so there's nothing really to compare to other than probably the best tank in tier 6. The best medium tank in tier 6 is probably the T-3485, so let's compare it to that. Now, the STRV has 1661 DPM, that's 500 less than a T-3485M, but you have to bear in mind this is a clip tank, which means it has burst potential. It means that it does 600 damage in 6 seconds if you can clip someone out. Now obviously regular medium tanks reload at around 4-5 seconds, but this thing has an intra clip reload of every 2 seconds. So if you can reload and clip someone, although you might not kill them, you could duck back, reload and finish the job. Or how most clip tanks are played, you are basically hunting, those that are already weak, tanks that have already lost half their HP and have the potential to die within 600 HP, so that you can clip them out with your 4 shells. That's the idea you want to go for. Now this game is basically won from here, but you can't take it too lightly because they do have a T29, they do have some healthy tanks at the back, and what I'm doing right here is creeping up to their base. I'm not thinking about attacking them or finishing them off with my clip, but actually what I want to do here is just spot them out and see if I am spotted. And here you can tell that my sixth sense has gone off, which means I have been spotted. So I've signaled to my team that that's where they are camping, right at the back, and I am not going to deal with them because I do not have the kind of armor that's required to deal with a T29 or any kind of armored tank frontally. So what I'm going to do is actually head back to my base because we've lost the 1-2 line, and I suspect at least one of the enemy tanks are going to push into our base and probably try to kill our artillery and try to cap out. So with a little bit of experience you can figure this out. You can make some kind of calculated judgment that they'll probably do that. And now what I want to do is just spot the guy out that's capping, finish him off if I can without taking any damage. But unfortunately I don't have enough, I didn't have enough roll to kill that guy off with my clip, so I'm just going to back off and reload now. And then what I'm going to do is I can finish that guy off with one clip. I could take a hit from him, so that's exactly what I want to do. See if I can spot him out first, but he caught me out there and I think he HE'd me. I took a big chunk of damage out, but now what I'm going to do is make sure that my tracks are repaired. I'm no longer stunned, and what I want to do right now is rush him full, send it. I could take another hit. If I do take a hit, I might survive it, so that's the gamble I'm willing to take. It is 11 apiece. There is no time to waste. If you want to do something, you got to do it now. That's exactly what I want to do. Unfortunately, I caught him looking at me, and so I had to take a hit for the team there, but fortunately I'm still alive with very little HP. So immediately run to the rock to try and avoid artillery, of course, and of course artillery fired and he missed. So now I'm trying to make it to the middle of the 1-2 line, and what I want to do is just get into this bush on the hill. Look at me here struggling to get up this rock. This tank is not enough horsepower to get up. It's so difficult to climb up. Look, I can't go up this rock. I have to take the long way, get down here and then get into this bush. What I want to do here is see if I can spot out that T29 or the artillery if it was possible. But it looks like the TD on my team has spotted out the artillery, and all I need to do now is just wait for our artillery to send one over and finish him off, and that's exactly what he does. Now I got a good idea of what that T29 looks like, and he looks like a 1 or 2 shotter, so I could basically advance here and apply some pressure. Even if I died here rushing the enemy team, my team would probably finish off the remaining guys. My TD is very healthy, and we also have the artillery that could finish off that T29, so it wasn't a problem to finish off this game. Now all I need to do is just see if I can max out my damage output, and it looks like the TD has been spotted and he's on the other side not looking at me, so I can creep up to him and fire a couple of shots, chase him around the corner possibly. I was expecting him to turn and face me there, but he didn't, and he's gone forward instead, which means he's denied me some damage. But there you go, easy game when you are in a Strv m42 57. If you don't have this tank, my advice is you want this tank. Not just because it's a crew trainer or credit earner, it isn't a really great credit earner. You're better off just buying crew books or something like that, but this is great fun, and you would, enjoy yourself playing the tier 6 auto loader. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next video.